What's up, people? This is No Name Boxing TV, aka the Legendary Man, aka the Pugilistic World Legend. The purses have came out for the Canelo and Cotto fight, and Miguel Cotto will be making $30 million, and Saul Canelo Alvarez will be making $10 million for the upcoming fight on November 21st. Um, Cotto. Shout out to Cotto. I mean, it is what it is, man. To get $30 million, I'm not mad at him, but I mean, you gotta. But he also has to thank and suck the dick of Canelo Alvarez. Okay, because let's be honest. The only reason why you even getting $30 million is because you are fighting Canelo Alvarez. It's his fan base is gonna put up the numbers for this pay-per-view fight. It is what it is. Even though Cotto's a big Puerto Rican star, Canelo is probably the biggest draw in boxing right now. It is what it is. Canelo Alvarez is the biggest draw. He should have got at least like 15 million, 15, 20 million, but I think that's part of what happened with, Cotto being a fucking diva. You know what I'm saying? He's like, look, it has to be 3-1, it has to be my way. You know what I'm saying? 30-10. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, the $30 million was probably the only number he would accept it to fight Canelo Alvarez. I'll put it to you like this: I'm not mad at Cotto for getting that much money. He does deserve it. I mean, it's kind of half and half. You know what I'm saying? I think he's only popular because he's Puerto Rican. He's a decent fighter. He's probably the only decent Puerto Rican fighter. I mean, he's a good fighter. I wouldn't say great because he lost his big fights. He lost to Floyd Mayweather. Okay? He got destroyed by the Manuel Dabadran Pacquiao. That was a bloodletting. Destroyed him. Okay? Antonio Margarito destroyed him in the first fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did a lot better in the second fight and ultimately won because of his Margarito's injury with his orbital bone, because of Manny, Cotto won. But I think like Cotto was winning the fight easily, I think. But he was showing flashes that Margarito, his pressure was like getting to him. He had some panic moments in that fight, but he did exceptionally well, a lot better than the first fight. But you still got Austin Trout problems. Like, I'm trying to and Canelo beat Austin Trout. Like, I'm trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put it to you like this, okay? This is gonna be Cotto's last $30 million that he will ever make, unless he beats Canelo. And they have a rematch. He'll probably ask that again, but he might get close to that. I don't know. Who knows? He might get it again, but. In terms of this right here, like I just believe that this is gonna be his last time getting 30. He need to thank Canelo for that shit. I'm thinking Canelo probably gonna get more in the back end. I'm just saying. I mean, he took 10, but I'm thinking he's gonna get. They probably cut a side deal. You know what I mean? He'll probably get more off the back end of the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but if not, then oh well. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take this L to fight Cotto. This is probably, these are the only ways you can get him in the ring to fight you because he's a fucking D. He won't fight you otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Because let's face it, man. Like, Cotto, with the triple threat, there's Triple G, there's Canelo Alvarez, and then there's Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto is number 3 in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Canelo and Triple G both beat Cotto. Pardon me. Like, he knows that shit. So he's gonna milk it the best way he can, So props to him for that. But I think it's gonna be his last 30 million he's gonna make, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at him. He's a shrewd negotiator. I mean, this is what you gotta go through, man. Even when he fought Sergio Martinez, man. You know what I'm saying? He had a bigger fan base. That's why he was A-side, whatever. He's been in the bigger fights. But to me, honestly, Sergio deserved to be A-side just by knocking out Paul Williams the way he did, man. I'm just sorry, man, because Paul Williams, Like when he knocked out Paul Williams, you know, Paul Williams was a killer. He was a fucking killer, man. Everybody was afraid to fight him because he was extra tall. He was kind of like the Tommy Hearns of that time. Real tall, long reach, had power, great boxer, your boy Floyd Mayweather didn't want to fight the dude. You know what I'm saying? Paul Williams was a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? And for Sergio to knock him out, he knocked him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Miguel Cotto couldn't beat Paul Williams. He wouldn't get in the ring with Paul Williams. Like, come on, man. But Sergio did and knocked him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But, that's how it goes, man. It's about who puts the butts in the seats. You know what I'm saying? But even in this case, Canelo puts more butts in the seats. I think he's more popular than Cotto. You know what I'm saying? I just think he is. He's the most popular pay-per-view star, man. You know what I mean? Like, Cotto hasn't been on pay-per-view since when? Sergio? That's been the last time he's been on pay-per-view. So... And Canelo has proven he could sell pay-per-views on his own. You know what I'm saying? So... It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Cotto. I'm not hating. You know what I'm saying? It may seem like I am, but I'm not. I mean, my 30 million is like, he's getting Mayweather money. And didn't I tell you, like in a past video, but this is what I was talking about, Triple G. The only way, like, say if he beat Canelo, you know what I'm saying, the only way he'll get in the ring with Triple G after he beats Canelo, if they give him an outlandish number, like Mayweather numbers. So if he's gonna take 30 for Canelo, I guarantee you, if he beats Canelo, in order for him, for Cotto to fight Triple G, he's gonna ask for like 45 million, man. That's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Yeah, so you could really imagine, like, but I think Canelo will fight Triple G if he wins. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably get like 20 to 30 million when he fights Triple G. He's gonna get a big, because he's gonna be A-side. Canelo will be A-side. And that's a fact. But yo, shout out for both fighters, man. They both getting their biggest purses in their careers. Like I said, man, Cotto, yeah, is gonna get $30 million, but you better thank Canelo for that and his fan base. Okay? That's the only reason you could ever make $30 million. Because you gotta think about the Puerto Rican-Mexican rivalry. The Latinos are gonna support this fight. Trust and believe. It's gonna, man. Like I said, man, it's probably gonna do 1.5 million at least. It's gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It won't beat Pacquiao Mayweather, but it's gonna do well. It's probably gonna be around Mayweather Canelo, around those numbers, like 1.5, 2 million. 2 million, that's fucking crazy if it does make that. But I'm thinking 1.5 is more realistic. I'm thinking that's how much it's gonna make. I wouldn't be surprised if it made 2 million. Yeah, but both fighters are gonna be paid very well for this fight, and there is a rematch clause I'm hearing now. But like I said, Mauricio Suleiman said whoever wins this fight gotta fight Triple G. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen after this fight. It'll be even more interesting what happens after this fight regarding who wins. We're gonna see what's really good. We're gonna see what both of these fighters are made of. Okay? We're gonna see what's really good. Even Triple G, because he still has to beat, David Lemieux. These next two fights coming up between Cotto and Canelo and Golovkin and Lemieux, we're gonna see what all three. I gotta put in Lemieux too, man, because he's a good fighter. All four of these fighters are made, because he factors into it too, because if he beats Golovkin, he's gonna fight the winner of Cotto and Canelo. So I gotta include Lemieux. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what all four of these fighters are made of, but especially, Canelo, Cotto, and Golovkin, because these are the upper echelon fighters. Okay, these are the fighters who are touted to be great fighters. The most pressure is gonna be on Triple G, because he's the next big thing, and Canelo. We'll see what he's made of too. But like Cotto, like he pretty much more established than everybody else. He's just trying to get money, man. So, well, I don't know. What y'all niggas think, man? Do you think Cotto deserves $30 million against Canelo? Or do you think Canelo should have got more than 10 million or even have more than Cotto? But, what's realistic is that he was never going to make more than Cotto in the fight. But do you think Canelo could have made more than 10? Um, y'all niggas think, man. Like, dislike, subscribe. This is No Name Boxing TV, and I'm out. Deuces.